All right, second live stream of the day. Let's see. I'm going to try another shot at Cruella, but this time I'm going to do that burning cloak. I think that's her second reveal on the show or in the movie. Spoilers if you haven't watched Cruella, but I mean it's in the trailer, so you can see the burning cloak that reveals the dress underneath. Still trying to get used to this different setup here because I'm running the stream on my laptop, and then I have my computer next to me to where I can look up reference and stuff. So I'm actually running two different computers. But I'll try to keep an eye on the comments, and if anybody comes in and wants to say something, let me know. I'm going to have some music playing by Ben Sound. Should be royalty free. Check them out. They've got some really great grips. Nothing super long, but I'm just using their playlist right now for art. When I do replay videos, I usually use Ben Sound for the background music. So highly recommend them. You need some background music. So far, I haven't gotten in trouble for them. Anyway, so let's do Cruella. So I've got a couple different references. I don't know if you can see this. Pulled up on my computer. So I'll lay out real quick. So I've got my reference monitor over here. I've got some tabs already pulled up so that I have different references. Now, I'm not going to try and draw any of them exactly because I got a vision in my head. Because when the cloak goes up in flames, it goes up evenly, but I kind of want to have it snake around so you can see parts of the red and parts of her face that wouldn't actually show. So that's what I'm shooting for. This is on watercolor paper. So I'm going to start just sketching out. I don't know if I'll be able to finish tonight, but we'll get it started. So I want the head right about here. And if you have any comments or questions or complaints or, I don't know, whatever, just want to say hi, you can throw them in the chat. You can talk about whatever. If you saw Cruella and you'd like to talk about it, want to vent or praise it or whatever, I don't care. I liked it, but that's me. I'm flexible that way. I'm not like a big fan of glorifying the villains or whatever. It's like I didn't like the Joker movie. It didn't work for me. I think one of the things that I think I can take about Cruella is she's still a villain, but there is somebody more villainous in the movie than her. So it makes it a little bit better. And it's more fun than Joker was, obviously, by the nature of the movie. So we're going to reference I have is that hand up. I got to jump around from reference to reference because I kind of want to have the hand up like she just dropped a match. But again, I'm taking a lot of artistic license with this. Again, I'm not going to draw anything from the scene exactly the way it happened in the movie. So I want to have a little bit of flexibility. Some of these pencil lines so I don't smear stuff so badly when I start to paint. Not sure who's watching. Say hello and let me know you're live. The StreamYard link is actually in the ticker at the bottom. So if you're so inclined, you can actually join me in the stream, but no pressure. You don't have to. Having company for these kind of things makes it go by faster. Get to know people. kind of fun. Let's go to the zoom out of the dress so I can see more of what I'm looking at dress wise. So we have the collar. The collar's going to plunge down, not quite to the collarbone V. I'm drawing the under costume first, or sketching it, and then I'll put the cloak on top, figure out where I want to put the cloak as it's burning up. So, and then I can go out and erase out what I don't need. So I want the flames to flow a little bit differently than they did in the movie. Nobody wants to talk, huh? Jiving that hand. Let's see if I have to put all the fingers out because I had the two fingers like kind of in, but it doesn't look right that way. Let's try this again. Got the I thought it was higher up on the arm there. Yeah, long gloves, almost at the crook of the arm, just a little above the crook of the arm. So this is where her arm folds in. We put that right here. Let's see. Arm starts going back up here. So yeah, right about there. Okay. So we've mapped out that. Wider shot. So that should be wide enough on that. Okay. The hair is big. It's halfway down her head. So that's roughly where the hair is going to be. Now let's go to the cloak. Figure out how everything sits. And I want to have it so the revealed area is kind of curving around her. So let's see. To have cloak here. So it's going to be cloaked. And then it's going to be burning off through here so that you see flashes of red. So you'll see this red, you'll see cloak here, but I'm going to kind of put holes in it as it burns. So you see red and spots. Cloak come behind her arm. One nice thing is, taking the artistic license and not drawing it exactly the way it happened in the movie. You create the scene that you want in your head. And we'll have like a very thin strip connecting here. And then I'm going to have the flame wrap back around this side. So again, you'll see red here. So this is all white side, right glove, white. And then we'll take the red. I want to have some of the mask on the, I don't want to do the mask, the hood. Have the hood, the flyer come across here. I want to have some of the red showing on the collar stuff. So let me see, I might have to take it up higher. Maybe if I have the hood already burning, so her hair is on this side. Then the hood comes in like that. Okay, then we'll have some burn marks there. So that could be your collarbone. Like that. You can have pieces of the stuff floating out there. I'll kind of do an off the shoulder look, kind of. What do you think? Cross into the red here so that you have that. You can have pieces floating off on this side. Okay. And the hood come across your face here. Let's actually sit out this way. Okay. Use this razor so I don't scratch the paper. Okay. I'm getting there. So I'm just trying to figure out where I want everything. So that's going to be cloak. This will be cloak. So I won't see that. Okay. Hood. Will be here, but I'll have it like partially burned on this side as well. So that I can have some hair sticking out. So it ends up almost with a Venom look with the wings like floating off. Nobody's still making any comments. Just double checking. Okay. So let me go back into the close up. So get a face closer. Zoom in. A little easier so I can see. Could get my phone out too. That might help. Tried drawing the painted face look earlier today, and that's pretty tough. Tried drawing on black paper, which is probably a mistake on my part for trying to do it that way. Oh, the monitors. What's going on there? It's projecting like that too. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out why the camera looks like that. So, resolution thing. So not able to update fast enough with that high resolution. Try knocking the resolution down. Sorry. Try to go to a higher resolution so that you can see more of the page at once. But, if it's going to look that crappy, I don't think I want to do it that way. So I'm looking at my another screen over here that I'm looking at. Let's try this resolution for a bit and see if it gets that pattern in it again. So far it looks better. Okay. So this is actually like a feather pattern mask. Black hair on this side. We have to have some holes in the hood. I don't like this hard outline across the top. So let's have the flyer consume a bit of that. So we can actually show the transition in the hair would be right about here. Okay, I think I've got the basis down, but let me see. Make sure I'm still thinking properly. This is Cloak. So we can get rid of this mark. This center line. Hair. You have to take this one up further just to give it more. So I think you really need to show her hair, right? The white hair. So we'll have the hood just kind of dissipating there. Her hair on this side. Let's see right here. Okay, so there. But now we do have the hood coming down here and up to her shoulder. How about that? There we go. So up to her shoulder. Kind of like where that's going. Let's see. Raise this bit a bit though, so that you can see the dress cup here and how it connects in there. I kind of want to be able to see the this fold right here. So so I think maybe we can wrap some of the cloak around the arm to break up color. So this would be flesh, and this would be white of the cloak here. I'm taking some more artistic liberties with it. Like I said, in the movie, it all burns up evenly. I want to have it more dynamic. Let's see, we can. I guess we can have the cloak burning on this side over here. Show some of the. So white. And then I'm gonna. This is the cut line. It's gonna be 9 by 12 cut. And then this would be the paint area, but I'm gonna break the plane of the paint area just to give it some effect. So we'll have the white drift down into there. Kind of like where we're headed there. Still nobody talking to me. Okay, that's fine. Can you hear me okay? Maybe that's an issue. Okay, so let me get some brushes here. Get a fairly thick brush. And I'll start off with probably a flesh tone. So I can get that in now. I'll go ahead and put the dress in where it needs to be. Okay. Get, some red. Got to mix up quite a bit to cover face, shoulder. Well, I guess we're only much on the face, a little bit of the neck, shoulder, upper arm. Yeah, that's good. I try and mix up more than I think I'm going to need so that I don't have to try and match the color. That's one thing we're working with watercolors. It's really hard for me to match the colors back up if I need one. It might come with experience. I'm not an expert watercolors by any means. So that might be why. This is a test paper real quick. It's too pink. Just a bit of yellow in there too, because the fire burning her up, burning up the suit. Just tinting it a little bit yellow on the flesh. So that looks closer. More yellow. All right, I think I can live with that. So, yeah. You know, she looks kind of yellow. That's fine. I think once you have the other colors in there, the blacks and the reds, I think it'll knock her colors back a bit. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I thought I messed up for a second. eraser. Seem to have a lot of eraser bits floating around the page. So we have a clear idea how the cloak is going to be kind of wrapped around her at various stages. Okay. Let that layer dry. And we'll come in and do another coat of it to create some shading as appropriate. And let me tilt this page up real quick and try to get some of these eraser shadings off tonight. Okay. Kind of same thing, let's do a base wash of the red of the dress. So I know where that's going to be sitting. That's pretty simple because I go straight red. I don't have to worry about trying to match it with something else. So we got the collar thing here. A little bit of break in there, right there. Oh, dirty surface, man. Still got eraser shavings floating around. Don't be like Mike here. This is definitely not the way to go with all these little bits. Full shot. There we go. Full shot. So. Taper curve. Probably giving Emma Stone more hips than she actually has. She's not a very curvy girl. Pretty, but not curvy. Kind of like women with a little more meat. That's so we'll assume that the dress is burnt up past that. Now the long glove she's wearing is a darker red. And it's much pigment. A smaller brush. Smaller. This is smaller. So you can see that this is a darker base red. Just let the image kind of drift off right there. Okay. So we need to have some of the other red showing through spots. Shoot, I just got watercolor on the computer. Keep a towel nearby. Okay, so we want this to be some of the red showing through. Like it's burning. Do a couple of these spots maybe. A few more. See, not there. Well, that color is supposed to be part of the red, so let's put red on this side. Coming together slowly. You guys are no fun. You're not talking to me. All right. Let's see. We'll grab some older black and just put in the basis of the mask in the hair. Like I said, right now I'm just laying down base colors. I tend to use watercolors the same way I would use markers. If you're watching my streams before, you'll have heard me say that before. So I layer them up. Again, I'm not a watercolor expert by any means, so don't take how I do things as the gospel. There's plenty of watercolor artists out there that know what the hell they're doing. And if you really want to learn watercolors, look one of them up and follow. And then this is a black here on this side, so I can go ahead and put black here too. Gray. I have some gray showing through the hood here. Maybe a little bit up here. Here. Howdy, howdy. Somebody else jumping in. One of some of the hair sticking out on this side. If you're just joining me, I'm doing the burning cloak scene from Cruella, but I'm doing it with my variation. Instead of having the dress burn evenly all the way up and having it like snake around and burn off. See that a little more fun visually. Although that scene was pretty cool visually to begin with, so maybe I shouldn't be messing with it. Okay, so we'll get the black there, black mask, red, flesh tones. Cloak is like very white, right? So actually it's kind of cream color. So let me get some white and some yellow. The chair's messed up. I got to get a new office chair. My arms are broken off. Come up here. Then get a bigger brush because there's more larger areas. Get some white. Test over here. White. I don't even know if that shows up on screen, but I'm just trying to make it a little bit different from the paper color. I actually used a really watered down version of her flesh tone with a little more white added. And a little bit of red. So I probably could erase that line out. I might be able to erase through the pencil though. So now I can do that. Or erase through the paint, I mean. Just take a look at drawing before I can attempt that though. Okay. And her hair is basically the same color, but a little more yellow. Here. Some yellow, some orange. Scattering in some flamey bits. Right to the top of it. So quick look at the flame pattern. I got one there. I thought it's on fire. There we go. So we've got a smaller brush. And we'll actually put in some flames. Especially to help, as they're floating off. And since it's mostly revealed there, it should be less flame down here. It's already, whatever material was burning has been used up. And some hint of flames back on this side. Coming together, right? Around all the burnt edges, we want to have some of that color. I almost didn't mix up enough. It's going to be real close. That's fine. Because I'm going to need some stronger colors in there too. Coming in with the more orangish yellow. Again, not trying to recreate the movie scene exactly. So the flames in the movie are much whiter. It's taking artistic license. And the music. Hold on a second. Continue watching. Yes. So that's hair. That's hair. That's hair. Take the burn into the cloak a little bit more. Kind of create hot spots, I guess, with the cloak. Like it doesn't make any sense physics wise, but having the flame color kind of reach into the white gives you that mental hint that it's spreading in, even though that's not the way it will work in real life. So I'm taking a lot of artistic license here. I'm gonna try and erase out this sideline because this is actually the cloak, so you wouldn't see the dress. I don't know if this is going to work or not, but see if I can get rid of those lines so that you're not seeing the torso lines where you shouldn't see them. It's going away. Not going completely away, but it's going away enough that you get the effect better of the cloak. I think we can emphasize that a little bit by put some lines in. Okay. Let this dry at this point. Grab some, go back to some black. Shading here. And use the watered down black to drop in some lines for the putting these in early because I got to go over this with black, or not black, but red again. And then that'll knock back the darkness, but it'll have the shading in there. At least that's my hope. So putting in this black now, the gray. When I go over this with another coat of red, it should hopefully knock these back and also blend them in a bit. Okay, so the screen is going goofy again. It must be a memory issue. That's all I can think of. Try something. Wrong mouse. Click. Hmm. Okay. I might need to reset my camera. I really miss my other computer. Give me a second while I get this screen started back up. All right, folks. Still the process. Okay, come on now. It's not bad. I don't know what I knocked off the table. Okay, I think I got my screen back. It's okay. Okay, anyway, continue on with some black. Put in some more into the maybe a smaller brush. We'll get some black direct. Can you hear the music playing? Just out of curiosity. So the microphone's in the camera up here. Music's playing on the computer to the left of it. Oh, hey, somebody actually said something. Sorry. Look over the chat. Tootsie Cutie Tootie. Yes, I'm using watercolor. Uh, I'm not a watercolor expert by any means, though, so don't try to take any lessons from me. Um, and if you are a watercolor expert yourself, you see something I'm buggering up really bad, let me know. But if not, it's all good. Yeah. I'm forcing myself to use watercolors. I do conventions, doing fan art at conventions, and I want to get so I don't have to keep carrying a ton of markers with me. But I tend to use watercolors the same way I would use markers, so that's a problem. And Darren says he hears the music. All right, thank you, Darren. Is it really loud? Is it louder than my voice? If it's louder than my voice, I can turn it down. Because nobody's talking to me, I like to have something playing, And I'll probably end up going over with the Tombow clicker pen to bump in lines that I want because I'm used to drawing with markers. So let that dry for a bit. And we'll go in and put another layer of red on the dress to help it start popping out a bit. Mm-hmm. I guess I could do. She's got these things on this side. Show that. Thank you, Darren. As you're watching again, Darren, I'll be working on your Gundam models. So you can see those dark areas I put in earlier over the lighter red are still there. You see, putting this other layer right over the top. Helps. Obviously, it bumps the saturation of the dress, but it also still shows those shaded areas in. Since it's all one coat over the top of them, it kind of ties it all together again. So we're working with a kind of transparent medium, so or at least the transition. What canvas am I using? This is watercolor brushes. Again, I'm no watercolor expert, but I'm forcing myself to use it. I've done a lot of small watercolors recently, so I feel pretty confident I can do commissions, but I'm still learning stuff. How the media responds to different effects and papers, and got some darker red and go over the yellow again. A little bug floating around on my desk. How you doing, buddy? What the hell are you? No termite. A long, skinny body, though. I think we're coming together slowly. It's the spot on the dress. So these are meant to be like holes burning through the cloak. Looks like that's a hole burning through the cloak up there. Let's put a few more burns on the cloak. Dudesy, are you a watercolor painter? Black. Again, this is burning through, but on her head. Okay. All right. We'll go back to the flesh tone that I started with. Add a little bit of red to it. And then come in and start doing some shading. Dootsy leave. See, look at this. Look at this little guy. Country living. I guess the red in the neck should come up higher. I'm gonna grab some pure red and just make it more red and less flesh. Bad at coloring, so I'm no expert in watercolor. I'll undo sketching graphite and charcoal. I'm more patient than I am. I always found charcoal and graphite to be way too smudgy for me. And I don't work properly either. I mean, I should have like a cloth to cover up where my hand is. I'm used to working in the production environment. We're just trying to get stuff done quickly. So, no excuse, but. But it's been fun working with watercolor, and I'm looking forward to going back into convention scenes regularly again. Not having to lug around a whole ton of markers. Okay. Almost to a point where I'm ready to start inking. I should put a large brush. Okay. So the chair's falling apart. I get a new chair tomorrow. Okay, let's see. What color should go behind her just to help her pop off the Let's do just water down a purplish blue. And this is just to help bring the image off the background a bit. It makes no sense, for the setting. Put it down a bit more. Again, counting on the translucency here so that the yellow will still show through. And I could get some background color in there. Yeah, Lucy says she do the paper under the hand like I should be doing, but I'm not. So don't be like Mike. Don't do like I do. Okay, let's start adding some shading into the cloak. And the cloak has this kind of cool pattern thing going on, but pull that back up. So you can actually see the seams running throughout the cloak. So I'm going to get something a little bit more controlled than a brush. Well, more controlled than that. I'm going to get a cool gray Copic marker. It's a multi-liner. We'll use a 0.3 so that it's thin. So this is a cool gray Copic multi-liner. And I'm going to try and do how the cloak would fall. I'm putting in the seams. And then seams. As the seams come up. get some movement in there, and I'm going to use this same Copic multi-liner to do some outlines on the cloak itself, so that I can put hard lines but not have them be really overpowering hard lines. Don't need hard lines everywhere because burn going on. And the nice thing, these Copic pens are archival, so you can know that the ink's gonna be fade resistant for quite a while. Another reason I switched to watercolor, I'm trying to switch to watercolor too, is like Copic markers and stuff, and most alcohol-based markers are not very light fast, so they'll fade over time. And I want to make sure I'm giving customers something that's going to last for a bit. Take that comment off screen. Sorry about that. Outline some of those areas to make it look like pieces are floating off. I also have a white marker that will go in and put some color into the fire and stuff. Warm Copic gray, I hope. 5. Do I have a 3? I do have this. Those are fabric markers. I can use that. It's a warm gray brush, so I can. Dry enough. Let me do some erasing out of pencil lines, or do some smudge marks. fine tuning. Oops. That's okay. I don't need to line up at the outer edges. Okay. I'm going to get her slowly. Okay. This. Pull this down so I'm closer to where I need to be. Felt markers are refillable, yes. I have most of my colors. So I've got about almost 200 markers. I have most of the refill colors, but and that's fine when you're doing conventions here. You're doing local conventions, but if you got to travel with that stuff, it's a pain. Should be the last pass on the dress to give it that vibrancy. For those who have been watching from that point, you can see where those black lines that I laid underneath showing through. So that's one of the benefits of working with the translucent media or transparent media. You can kind of add the shading and then go back over it. So, I mean, I'm doing all this out of a small plein air watercolor kit. I can carry that kit and a couple brushes rather than carrying 2 cases of markers. It's a good day. I end up doing mixed media. It's not strictly watercolor. There's some marker or pen on top of it. Darker red for the glove. And a darker red beyond that. Put some shading in this sleeve glove. Get some pigment on there. If you don't have multiple levels of red, you can use a brown to blend into red too. Knock it back. These are watercolors, so I'm using water. I just have a jar of water over on my desk. Okay, let's see. This one. Now the hair. What's going on with the hair? Here. Okay. And this is where I go back to my Illustrator roots and start doing some outlining. Tell YouTube I'm still listening to the music, or I'd like to. Yes, it does that. brush. It's orange. A lot of pigment so that it kind of goes over, opaque. For some of the edges we lost, putting in the red and the outlines. Yeah, the outline's just to kind of reinforce the illustration. So they got to put some white in there too for the flames. And that's what makes the flames look hot, is when you have the white in there. We can also use white into the red to make it sheer. Touch up with the red, it looks like it kind of cracked down here. So kind of spackling, kind of trying to cover up those cracks. Inside there. Let's see how far I can go. So a smoky eye with some red and some pink and some black. Eyes are smoky gray, if I remember correctly. Smoky blue gray. So I can actually use bright red in the lips. Microphone sounds distorted. Sorry, it's the microphone that's built into the camera over the desk. The red I have is just not dark enough, and I want to use black, so I'm going to use a brown to So what kind of artwork do you do, Dotsy? Dootsy? Want to give me your pronunciation? This is a white. It's a Presto correction pen. I learned to use these from Andy Lee, who's an illustrator that does a lot of watercolor. I'm going to trust him that it's okay. You see, hiding the white in there makes the flames look a little hotter. That's the goal. Oh, I guess I'm out of music. Start over. You can use the white to throw out more ember, kind of. There are some feathers off the mask that are lighter in color. Character portraits. Oh, cool. Do you have your stuff online anywhere that we can check out? I don't get many followers, but I'll try to blow you up if I can. Kind of liking where we're at. Let's see. White pencil. Do some of these highlights. Almost there. Okay, so for a second. So I'm going to go over the marks in the hair with white just to knock them back a bit. want to be able to see those marks, but I don't want to be so gray. Not really white though. Let's see. Some of these bits floating around out here. Let's lighten these up a bit. We can put some further highlights in there. And some stop there. Okay. Pencil that I just knocked on before. We'll put some. Oh, shoot. That's not how I wanted that to go down. So a little highlight there. What else I need to do? I think I'm just about done. Let's see if I can erase out these lines in the forehead. Yep, good. Good. We'll come in and we'll just add some white here. See if that is subtle enough. Okay. Right here. Just trying to add some highlights into this skin. Same thing here on top of the tree. Okay. All right. I'm going to call this one done. Put a signature down here. And then we'll take a look at Ducci's stuff. ERTILDWN. Okay. Watercolor. Let's put on my laptop off. And on Instagram, and Martin Bryan art. Let's see what that looks like. I'm getting tattoo stuff. Maybe I should use Google. Use Norton Safe Search. Norton Safe Search is great for keeping the computer safe, but it's terrible for getting good results. You know, I type out Martin Bryan art in the search fields. I'm not getting much. Martin Bryan art. Yeah. Typing all right. I'm getting the image searches. Okay, let's just try them. Specify Instagram searches. I have Instagram installed on my laptop. I don't know if I do. I don't think I do. All right, I'm just trying to look up your art, boss. And see what you do. See if it'll let me do this. Click on. No, I'm sending you a confirmation code on my phone. Hold on. Code. Don't normally do Instagram from computer anymore because I was having issues where I thought I was trying to game the system. I actually put a temporary block on my account. Okay, save the login. I'm getting there. I'll find you. Brian Art. Oh, you're a happy looking guy. See the thumbnail. See if you let me open up your profile. There we go. So let's take a look at Martin Brian Art. Look at that happy face, man. Look at you. Maybe I should use it down before I drag it up. You're not going to cooperate with me tonight, are you, computer? Like I said, I'm getting used to a different setup here between using a laptop and my. There's only 3 things there. Okay. Am I on the right page, Martin? So we got Scary Face and Jason, and who's this other one? So that's Michael Myers. No, yeah, Michael Myers. All right, found you. So check out Martin Brian Art. Make him draw some more scary characters. All right, close that up. And with that, I guess I'll call it a night. Okay, so thanks for watching, everybody. Aloha. Now it's down to the right.